Hmm. 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 Oh, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation community, and welcome to Fan Art Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. It is time for the fan art you submitted, gosh golly gee, maybe a month ago, depending on the date, but then I got COVID and I went on a very long trip. So that's what we're doing today, along with other people. And so, right now, the desk is waylaid. So unfortunately, desk will not be joining us. Might be able to make it by the end of stream, we'll find out. But Senior Researcher Frogman is here, as well as Scarlet Fox, Chaos Goblin Dogs, and Soda on Pause, and Silent Follower, and where was that other name? Dark Duality. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for being members. Meanwhile, Cadence, SCP-049, Cobra, and Blue Pyro, welcome to stream just for being you. So, how am I doing today, Avari? I'm doing quite well today. I got enough sleep. I did my daily yoga. We're getting back in the Foundation Fitness Initiative. Things are going well. And so, from here, all that's left to do is begin Fan Art Friday. The only way to begin is by beginning, so we are going to start now. Remember, there's a whole series of rules for Fan Art Friday submissions, and if you didn't follow them, you're not going to be shown. There are other reasons you might not be shown. For instance, some of you sent us like 5 things. And we to be fair and to save time, we can only show like one of your things. So please save some of your art for future Fan Art Fridays. You don't got to get them all in at once. On top of which, I am going to show a couple things. I will try to, this is our first Fan Art Friday, so I'm getting used to doing it. I'm going to talk about the rules a little bit as we go without. That way I can help you guys understand what's going on, because one thing I want to be clear with, here at the SCP Wiki, when we talk about the SCP Foundation, it is a strict, quality-controlled writing community. They have rules, they have to be followed, they have quality standards. Now, my quality standards are going to be a little lacking compared to the Wiki because I don't have a voting process, but I've got to make sure that I encourage you to act in the SCP ethos, which is don't rush something out just to get it done. Make something worthwhile, make something awesome. This isn't about just shooting something out there for views and clicks on the internet. This is about making art, to quote the Iron Giant. Bozin Fanboy, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. And in between the art, I will go through the super chats, so don't worry. Although I have another subject to do, the donations will be handled. I will not ignore that. So, starting off, our first Fan Art Friday ever. Scarlet Fox. You're one of the people who sent us a lot of things. And I admire your passion, but I'm only going to show one of them because there's so many, and I got to get through these. And so what you're getting first is what I consider the best piece of work based on subject matter alone. You made a Josie the Half-Cat. And it's not a bad Josie the Half-Cat at all, but it's even better when you see the reference, which is the baby. You see, the eyeball, I thought the eyeball was a little funny, but no, that's what the eyeball looks like on the baby there. So, yes, I think that was a good representation of SCP-529. Next up. Now this one I have a rule check about. I got to be careful on this one. So I'm going to show you the art. It did make it under the wire, but I got to show you why, and I got to tell you guys for future reference. So, next up from Kyla Tomitsu. This is Kyla's OC along with SCP-999. Now, it is a very nice picture of Kyla Tomitsu's OC with SCP-999. But I'm going to tell you in the future, I will not accept this art anymore. And the reason is quite simple. 99% of the art is just your OC. And just your OC is not fan art of the SCP or of Site-42. And so even though this is quite good art, and you have your SCP, your OC and an SCP lab coat will no longer be good enough to go on stream, especially when it comes to just adding a little bitty 999 for extra flavor. Now, do you see what I mean by that? I'm not trying to be mean, and I do like the picture. I just need to make sure your OC by itself is not enough. And so just got to be careful with that in the future. It does look good. That's one of the reasons it survived at least far enough as it did. Now, next up comes from Intern Starlet. Now, Intern Starlet gave me a whole bunch of talk about, oh no, this is not going to look maybe as good as it could, even though it's writing on my phone. Hold on one second. Kat, I see you asking where the fan art goes. I will tell you at the end of Fan Art Friday. So, someone told, don't talk down your art, because you told me this wasn't good, and I think this is fantastic. I think I look like a Willy Wonka character here, and I love this. And so, yeah, I got my pen there and everything. So yes, this is a good Dr. Sherman. I like the wiggly wobbly art style. If you are being interviewed by this Dr. Sherman, I feel like he will take you on a whimsical ride through the super cool petting zoo. So thank you, Intern Starlet. Moving on. Chaos Goblin Dogs. Chaos Goblin Dogs, here in the chat even. Check it out. I don't know how to feel about this one entirely, because I'm not a furry. I promise I'm not a furry, but I kind of look like a furry here. And also, I do not scream, and you need to die. Scream, you fuck tree, scream! I also appreciate the violent death of that thing. It makes me happy, and a little cameo from SCP-999. And so, the colors here, I really like the colors. I like the Hawaiian shirt, I like the multiple pens, you got the necklace there, you got the hair, you got good detail here. I'm not a furry, Soda on pause. I'm not a furry. Not it. Not it. Next up, we have the only name here. Wait a minute. The only name here is a Maria. You didn't give me name or pronoun, so all I know is Maria, so I'm going to go with Maria. And this is... See, this one is what I'm going to call the lowest bar for art style. And in fact, I might want a little more next time, because I do like some of the shading here, especially on this little guy. He's got good shade. But I would want the sketches to be a little more elaborate for future art things. But this is still in bounds, at least for our first one. Seems like someone took a trip to the furry dimension. Listen, I had to do one stint in the cat boy dimension, okay? Just one. And it's haunting me for the rest of my days. Dark Duality, you did the IKEAs? Good, 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 good. It made it on, and not all the things made it on. Where are we? Ansen. Ansen, this is you? And so remember, all art is a stylistic thing, and a subject matter thing, and it's a mix of things. So you're going to see this, and you're going to go, the art style is a little sketchier than that last one even. But the personality of Captain Tiberius Shermaine, fuck them sharks. I mean, how do you argue with that? That's got a little more personality to go with the sketchy meme version. I am a fan of Captain Tiberius Shermaine when I am not being abducted by the Shark Punching Center at the same time. Good one, Ansan. Now, Addison, or sorry, got that wrong. Caleb/Cobalt. You sent me 3 things. I'm going to show 1 because that was too many. So, Hey, buddy. Do you want a 999? Can I interest you in a Snorlax? I got them going real cheap right now. That is wonderful. A very tired and haggard Dr. Sherman is going to give you a good time with a 999 or a Snorlax. Not like that. No, why did I say it like that? No, just I'm going to give you a happy, joyous time with cuddly boys. That's all. Nukalark and Murkot, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Continuing up the list, Chris the Dire Wolf Boy. So what we have here is a violent chase between myself and SCP-049, who's probably up to some tomfoolery, but I know for a fact that everyone's favorite part of this art is going to be Dr. Chair. And so, yes, a scene of a normal day at the Foundation. Desk made it, too. Desk is here. Congratulations, Desk. A cameo from Dr. Chair makes every day better. Now, this is Fractured Whisper 7, a moderator on the Site 42 Discord, and a artist of craziness proportions. They're doing a lot of work trying to make SCP projects happen in the behind the scenes. And what they have for us here makes me very sad. Makes me very upset. Because it is a teeth monster. It is SCP-4910 by Shaggy Dreadlocks and Flumzwack. And oh, dear Lord, this thing makes teeth grow all over your body. And I hate teeth. I hate teeth horror. It's the body horror I least like. This is awful. I don't like it, but it's good art. So, thank you, Fractured Whisper. Ah! Which brings us to Amber. Amber, don't know if you're in the chat right now, but Amber had her friend draw Dr. Sherman in the style of Has Been Hotel. Now, I haven't seen Has Been Hotel, but I do know enough about the art style to know they are fabuloso. And I think that is a pretty good iteration of what Dr. Sherman would look like in Has Been Hotel. I think the proportions are right. I think the colorization is great. I think that looks pretty good. Now, Junior Researcher Sally, it's time for you. And you sent in some new hair don't care art. And wow, you got the colors on this really well. So this is Dr. Sherman's new hairdo by Junior Researcher Sally. And dang, yo, I like those colors. That is very pretty. The purple came out of my hair so fast, but the blue stayed. I just got my hair cut this week since I got back from my trip, and we're talking about what to do next for it. I have to think of some color ideas to play with it, to have some fun. Now, this person's email is Mimicker. They did not give me any name or pronouns, so I will refer to you as Mimicker. And this is where, oh, just one moment. While I'm talking about hair stuff, someone said they are colorblind in the chat, and it's very funny. My hair is currently like a sky blue, light blue, but I'm sitting under green lights. I'm sitting under green lights right now, which is making my hair weird in the first place. So it's not quite your fault. I am lying to you. So anyways, Mimicker brought me the joy of my life in the universe where I'm allowed to decommission that thing. This is incredible. I want to set it on fire. I want to stab it. I want to drown it. I want to put it in a blender. And of course, little guy here is very happy to detonate the son of a bitch. Yes. 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 Reminder, everyone asking about how to send art email. After I'm done with this set of art, I will tell you again the rules, and I will tell you the art email. But I have to finish the Fan Art Friday first. I have to be time efficient. I have to get to work after this. There's much testing to do. Now, Amy Ellswick asked us if you can send memes. And the rule with sending memes is it's got to be a good meme. It must make us laugh. Then we will show it. It must be pertinent, and it must make us laugh. That is at least kind of a thing here. So this, I like. Secure, contain, protect. The Foundation mottos. Secure, contain, protect. Close the fucking door. Anomalies, contained. Emotions, contained. The gods have abandoned us. Bitch, we wish. Ah! Our walls are gray. Our floors are gray. Our morals are gray. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Just kidding, yeah, I am. Nothing is on fire unless you're referring to the fact that we are on fire containing and researching anomalies and the sector is also burning. Is that the breach alarm? Wait, no, it's the microwave. Okay, because I just saw someone say intern American, I have that in my Pinterest. Here's the deal. From now on, new rule, or it's kind of an old rule. You have to have made it yourself. Please don't just share memes with us. It's got to be something you've made, please. That's part of the Fan Art Friday thing. I didn't know that was not original. Credit to whoever made that. Credit to whoever made that, please. I did not know that was not original. Now, Ace of Gabes, I am bringing this up, even though it's kind of walking the effort treadmill here, because I want to bring it up to talk about a rule. So, what you sent was a trace of a screen cap of a screen. Now, first of all, I just like the way the colors of my hair and my shirt go together. I think that's neat. But, you know, tracing is a well-worn art practice technique that people use, but you shouldn't be using it in finished products. A lot of people get yelled at about that on the SCP Wiki for tracing. So even though I like the way that kind of looks, we got to watch out for tracing when it comes to the art. Now, on top of that, though, the thing I really brought this art to say is, you said, I came by for the coffee breaks and was informed there was a fan art thing. I wasn't originally going to send this to you, but I'm running low on time here, and the art I wanted to make of you isn't guaranteed to be finished by the deadline. So here's the deal. There's no need to rush because we're going to do more Fan Art Fridays. So please don't feel like you have to send in something as fast as possible. We're going to keep doing this. Please send us original, best art you can manage. It doesn't need to be, I was going to say Shakespeare, but that's writing. And I was going to say Picasso, but that's like really esoteric. Except for when it's not. He did normal work sometimes. Either way, don't feel the need to rush. There is no deadline. Okay, we're going to do more Fan Art Fridays. So make your art as good as possible. Think of it like the SCP Wiki. We curate our art. We go through random... What's the phrase I'm looking for? We go through the editing processes. We go through greenlight. We go through critique. We improve our work. We improve our craft. Don't feel the need to rush and do your best. That's important. We're not going to have the same art standards as the SCP Wiki on a Fan Art Friday, but I still don't want you to rush and turn in sloppy work because you feel like you need to. Make it count, people. Make it count. Now, where was I? I am almost to the end of this, at which point I will reveal the rules and the email. So, Director Ethan, I gotta be honest. Your version of Dr. Sherman and Dr. Raymond Ham is going to live in my nightmares. If I ever had stubble I look terrible with stubble, and this is proof of it. I keep my goatee very well shaven for a reason. Oh boy. Oh, that stubble's rough. Body image issues on camera all the time. Whoa. Now, LT. See, this is where you can go a little low effort with a sketch if your subject matter is fire. And by fire, it means that I'm going to light it on fire because of how much I hate it. Because, no, Sherm, do not, this day. Why would you do this to me? No, it's actually pretty good, but no, oh, why? You monsters. And our last Fan Art Friday of the day is from Avari. Because Avari made some IRL SCP ID card action. And so, you're getting started on your SCP IDs and you're putting the work in. And the more that you practice, the more crisp and clean they are going to look. But this is an excellent start to your ID badge making journey. So congratulations. So, that brings an end to our first Fan Art Friday. Now, I'm going to reiterate, for the benefit of the chat, the rules, followed by the email. We will not do the email until we do the rules. So, and also, we have not yet decided if we're doing Fan Art Friday once a week or once a month. It depends on how many more emails come in. We'll have to balance it out. So, rule number 1, or rule 0. Remember, we have the right to refuse to show art for any reason, even if it's not exactly in the rules. We have to make a judgment call here because we don't have all day on the stream. And rules are subject to change as we figure it out. Rule number 1. All art must be SCP or Site-42 related. It's got to be about an SCP or Dr. Sherman. Images must be safe for work. That's rule number 2. Mild violence and romance is fine. Explicit gore and sexual content is not okay. We got to watch out for the YouTube terms of service. 3 is please add trigger warnings to your art if they're needed so we know what we're getting into, both for us reading and checking this out and for sharing it for people. Rule 4, please include the handle that you would like to be referred to as and your pronouns in the accompanying email and any social media handles to tag if we want to show off your art on social media. So lay that stuff out so we have it crystal clear. I will just refer to you as your email address if none of that is there, but we got to do our best here. Number 5, rule 5. OCs are not outright banned, but your OC by itself is not fan art of Site-42 or the SCP Foundation and should not be submitted. So remember, bare minimum, we just found it and it's under the bar from now on, is very nice art of an OC in a lab coat with a 999. Putting your OC in a lab coat with a 999 will not be successful anymore because that is just 99% OC, 1% SCP. So keep that in mind. Rule number 6, no Dr. Bright. Ever. We killed that guy, gone from the SCP community, at least the Site-42 part of it, dead. Don't listen to that guy. Number 7, art must be drawn by you. No gotchas or other pre-generated styles. And if you send us AI art, we will block your email in the future. No AI in the SCP community. Rule number 8. The art submissions end the day before the art stream. So someone I just saw sent an fan art. That's being pushed to next week or next month, depending on how we do them. We got to figure that out still. But you can't send it during the art stream. 9. If you submit an image, you are agreeing for it to be shown on the stream and on the social medias. So don't send me art if you don't want me to show it to people, like a proud dad putting it on the microwave. Be patient is rule number 10. Do not spam us about it. We will get to it when we can. Rule 11. Art will only be shown on the Fan Art Fridays from now on, unless there's something that I have a really big, like, oh my god, I gotta show this now, gotta know. Sometimes I get excited, I'm allowed to break my own rules. Art, rule number 12. Art that does not go to the email address, which we will soon tell you, or the fan art area of the Site 42 Discord server will not be shown. It needs to be in the fan art section, or it needs to be in the email. So when I go through the fan art, it's just going to be me showing random little things as I go. And thankfully, some of you have already posted your stuff in there, so I don't have to double show. Rule number 13. Any art of the SCPs or SCP characters has to fall under the Creative Commons, just like any other SCP art does. So don't make something if you don't want it to be released Creative Commons, because that's not going to go well for you then. Also, your OC doesn't necessarily have to fall under CC if you're not putting it into the SCP verse, but you're getting really close to skirting that line if you put it in art with other SCP stuff. There are not 42 rules. There's only one more rule. We're almost there. Number 14. Submitting fan art does not guarantee it will be shown. We may choose to not feature art for a variety of reasons that are included in the rules or otherwise. So please respect our editorial decisions and when we're working with the stream and stuff like that. Now, with all of that set up, desk, you can put the email. Avery, if it's a drawing of someone else, of someone's OC plus me, well, Dr. Sherman is there, so it's not the just your OC rule. It can be your OC and Dr. Sherman. In fact, one of the arts was that. But you'll notice that the one art that was that, it was 90% Dr. Sherman and 10% the person. And so in that case, they had the right proportion of, this is fan art of Dr. Sherman, and my OC is there too. That's cool. We do not have a problem with that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And now, I will find where Desk hit that link so I can pin it. And Desk, thank you for your service, and good luck on your driving. Now I'm just waiting for stream to refresh so I can pin that link. There it is. There it is. Come back. Come back. Pin. Is that the right one? That's the right one. That is the art email. Now, before I finish the fan art section, a quick highlight of a short scroll of the Site 42 Discord server's fan art section, because I did see some stuff in there that I thought would be cool to show. So first of all, Faza, your Dr. Sumerian art is pretty freaking cool. Like, that guy, that is some serious business, Dr. Sumerian. I am about that. Sim is cool. That's pretty sweet. Scrolling up. Oh. Come on, come on. Make it full screen for me. Yeah. Next up. And I full screened this, so now I don't know who made it. So I have to go back and check. This is from Jazzy Boy. Jazzy Boy Animated. Get him. Get him. Yes. Brilliant. Murk that guy. Murk that thing. Makes me happy. Where to join the Discord, Rat? It's an Easter egg hunt. There's a couple locations, but I'm not going to tell you outright. You got to find your way there. I don't know, maybe some other places Site 42 happens to be might have the link. Maybe you'll be able to find it. There's certain places and descriptions and things that you could go to. Now, where was I? Faza. Yep, you're in the Discord a lot, and that is freaking adorable. That is very cute in the two-tone manner. I feel very adjacent to George the Chinchilla in that one. Then, yes, Faza posted this one a while. Faza, how many arts do you make? This is freaking adorable. What are you doing? Yeah, you're serving. You're serving. I am feeling well fed in the Discord server right now. This is good work. Oh no, I saw the blender that you use for inspiration for that animation. Sally. Sally. What is happening here? What is happening here, Sally? I look like the tree is finally going to scream, I guess. That's a murder right there. All right. And this is the last one. Again, it's Faza. This is the one I was going to, and I was like, I don't remember who did it. It's Faza again. But now I need to finish the Foundation Fitness Initiative so I can get back in this shape. That's goals right there. Okay. Congratulations, everyone. Right now, I am going to create a pinned tweet. And not a pinned tweet. A pinned thing here in the chat that has both the art email and its rules. That way you can have both. Let me pull that from our little document here. Copy text. No, I didn't want to put it by itself. Damn you. Let's try that again. The rules. Oh wait, that's probably not even going to work anyways because it's a doc. Whose doc is that? Huh. Listen, I'm gonna have to work on this with Des to make this shareable. Give me a couple days over the weekend to fix this, because oof, I'm having technical difficulties, and I gotta get to work. So, real quick, I gotta run through the donos. Phantom Reactor, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself some Pocky at the commissary, and what's up? Slendymon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some Twix on your way past the commissary. I've lost the gender switching stone, help. It's with our medical team. You didn't have the opportunity to lose it because we took it from you when you were done, although probably from the pain of using it you fell unconscious, so that makes sense that you wouldn't remember. But don't worry, we've got it. Phantom Reactor, thank you for donating again. Is there any fan art of you versus Spider-Man? No one has done fan art of me trying to capture Spider-Man, to my knowledge. But if anyone wants to do fan art of me trying to capture Spider-Man, well, this is your opportunity. Dr. Sherm Shona Shamanson is active in the Spider-Man catching game. Anna, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a meat pie on your way past the commissary. Hey, just hopping in to say hi. Out of character this Wednesday, I have to go back to work. I'm a lunch lady at high school. Well, hello to you, and yes, keep the children of our nation fed. hungry students are dumb students. It's part of the problem we're having in America right now. And I don't even know if you're from America. I'm just mad about the way our country's going. Because they're trying to keep us all dumb by keeping us malnourished and struggling so that they can do whatever they want. Anyways, Onyx the Artist, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some pork belly on your way past the commissary. If we somehow create an AI supercomputer and use it to go through everything SCP-055 isn't through the process of elimination, could we theoretically figure out what it is? This was today's video, so that must be what you're talking about. The supercomputer, I doubt it can go that fast. You're now talking about the supercomputer that was an entire planet of people trying to calculate the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. And it took like thousands of millions of years in craziness. So that is not what I'm going to bet. And yes, Senior Researcher Frogman, I do remember the universe where 055 is a cat. That is canon in at least one SCP canon universe. Blitzo, I tell you my favorite SCPs at the end of every stream. It's a tradition around here, and the end of stream is going to be within the next 20 minutes because I have to get to work. Got lots of tests to run today. Base, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a plate of chicken wings on your way past the commissary. Hello, Doctor. Interesting news to share. 1233 came back to Earth today and delivered the site some lunar cheese. Testing concludes that the moon gray cheese is both safe to consume and delicious. What was the timeline between getting the cheese from an anomaly and tasting it? Did you wait an appropriate amount of time? Did you do the appropriate tests? Or did you just stick it in your mouth? Because people here cannot keep anomalous foods out of their goddamn mouths for more than a minute. I swear this is not proper testing protocol. I'm fine. I'm fine. How did the MetroCon panel go? I couldn't visit, sadly. Goober, the panel at MetroCon, the SCP Site-42 meetup, went fantastic. We had like 85 people show up. We had a really good stream, and you can see that stream here on the channel. If you go back in our lives to July 25th in the Dr. Sherman live streams playlist, the live stream is recorded from that panel, so you can see it yourself. Onyx the Artist, thank you for donating again. Everywhere I go, there's a dark man-shaped shadow that I only see in my peripherals, and when I see it, disaster always strikes as an SCP. I would say it is an anomaly, but since it's not on the SCP database, it's not an SCP. Silent Follower, thank you for donating and being a member. Grab yourself some miso soup on your way past the commissary, and I will work out a way to pin the rules for the art thing. Me and Desk will work it out. We'll post it on the social medias in a way that you guys can get it. Right now, I'm just too frazzled to figure it out, and I need a plan. I am a planner, not a pantser when it comes to writing rules. So I need to make sure that I figure out how to do it properly, then I will do it. I promise it will happen. Senior Researcher Frogman, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Snickers on your way past the commissary. Discord is in the podcast descriptions. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's in there. Maybe it's waiting for you. The Easter egg hunt continues. If you're still paying attention. SCP Posescu. Oh, I recognize you. Hi, Dr. Sherman. I sent you a Gmail not about fan art, but about SCP animated shows. Yes. And I apologize in advance, but the tone of your email kind of made me mad. And I kind of got grumpy on stream the other day about it. If you go back, I think it's like 2 VODs, you'll see it. And I did address your concerns, and I apologize for being a little salty. I was grumpy that day. I was still tired from coming back from my trip. But I told you why. If you watch that stream right at the beginning, you'll see why I talk about some of those shows, why I don't talk about some of those shows. Some of it's I just didn't know about them. I'm a big YouTuber by comparison, but I'm still small beans compared to some bigger guys, and I do not know everything. Youch! Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a pickle on your way past the commissary. What if someone told SCP-096 it, not a he? Yeah, we call it Shy Guy as a code name, but it's not a guy, it's an object, not a person. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Thank you. What if someone just told 096 it's beautiful just the way it is? It isn't sapient. It isn't sentient. It's just an animal that senses when people see its face in a picture or video or IRL and then offs them. It doesn't talk. It doesn't listen. So the answer is nothing would happen. By the way, stream, I'm happy to report that you successfully got the likes above the view count. Congratulations, Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codenamed the Signal Boosters. You have done this, and that means that we will pull more people into the SCP fandom through the algorithm, so I thank you for your help. Dr. Evil Greasy John. Hey, did my art suck? I worked my ass off and mine was not included. I do not know which one your was because I don't remember your username. But between Desk and I, there must have been something that ticked a rule that we did not include it. Josh Crawford, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a milkshake on your way past the commissary. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing well. We just celebrated our first Fan Art Friday. I just got through the donations, meaning I'm all caught up. Lenpro Plays, is rule number 1 of the chat a joke? It is absolutely not a joke. Due to the actions of that author has been banned from the SCP community so hard that the community has stopped using Dr. Bright. We do not talk about Dr. Bright at Site 42 specifically. It is not a joke. We don't talk about Bruno. Race Cars, Velosnaker, Mido, and Dusek Car Lover. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I'm bad at people drawing. Sorry. Hey, I was just joking about, I'm not a furry. I'm not joking that I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. But I'm not mad about being portrayed as a dog. I think it's a fun art stylistic choice. Nobody's mad about that. SCP Posescu, thank you for donating in. Oh, I am sorry. I was just trying to shed a light. Gmails aren't my specialty, so sorry. I could tell you about your writing. There were some things that just like the way you phrase things came off a little antagonistic. And I couldn't tell because text can't, it's hard to tell through text anyways, especially if someone's texting from a language that isn't their first. And I really tried to keep it in because I knew that it probably wasn't supposed to be aggressive, but just something ticked the way you were saying it that made me go, "Urgh." And so, again, I apologize for being grumpy. I was already in a bad mood. Everybody, Dr. Sherman mental health tip. If you haven't heard of it, it's very simplistic, but the word halt can save your life. Halt means that before you react to anything, you should check your own brain to see if you are hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Because halt and consider those 4 factors. Because being hungry, angry, lonely, or tired will make you pissed off in the first place and will make you react poorly. And definitely that morning when I talked to you guys on stream, I was extra tired. I wasn't hungry. And I was angry, but it was because I was tired. And then I was not lonely at the time, but I was tired and then angry. And so that is my bad. I am a human being who can react to things poorly as well. I do my best. And now you can take that into your life. Halt. If you are in a situation where you feel yourself getting halt and think, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? And would I respond to this situation differently if I weren't those things? Whew. Do your best, people. That's all we can do. Shark Jumping Walrus, thank you for your member message. Thank you for your service in the battle against the white names. Sup, hope you had a good day so far. We did have a good day so far. We had a good time with our Fan Art Friday. We are 10 minutes from the end of stream, so we get a couple more questions in, and then we will be there. Checking the chat, checking the chat. Do 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 Did you get the tree to scream? No, I didn't get the tree to scream yet. But it will. You saw that axe that Sally drew me with. I'm ready. What if a person would eat SCP-500 in front of SCP-049? Would 049 still sense the disease, the pestilence you mean, in a person? So based on how OP SCP-500 is, I would assume that it could cure even this probably fictional pestilence that 049's always talking about. We have no proof there's a pestilence. So I'm sorry, I think it's fake. I think 049 is just a little cuckoo. Cool Man Fight, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a waffle on your way past the commissary. Hello, Dr. Sherman the Handsome. Oh, well, thank you. Have you heard about the Fallout Death Clause? And my 33rd birthday is a month away. I am a huge Fallout fan. In fact, I just bought a bunch of Fallout bottle caps at MetroCon. I got a Nuka-Cola Quantum and a Nuka-Cola and a Sarsaparilla and a Nuka-Cola Orange. I didn't know they had a Nuka-Cola Orange. I forgot where that's from. Maybe that's a Fallout 76. I haven't played that one because I played 5 minutes of it and it just felt wrong. It did not move as well as the other games. I didn't like it. But I have a lot of Fallout. It's my other fandom from SCP that I'm really devoted to. Sherm, who was the director of Site-42 before you and who was before them? So, I don't know who was the site director before me. I've been amnesticized too many times, unfortunately. It's always been me as far as I remember. But I can tell you that before my universe came into fruition, there was, in fact, a different Site-42. And that Site-42 was led by a Dr. Desai. And Dr. Desai was by author, I believe, A Random Day. And I just kind of didn't know about that when I set up my Site-42. Oops. That's all right. There is no canon, you know? When do Victory Fridays get posted? I never am notified. Victory Fridays are always usually right before I start my main day job of the day. And so usually it's between 11 a.m. and something like 2 to 3 p.m. It's an afternoon upload alongside the regular videos. Hello, Dr. Sherman, my favorite captor. Do you have any tips for writing myself into the Foundation's database? Thanks, and can I have a barbecue bacon burger? Well, since you are in containment, I would say no to your barbecue bacon burger because you have to eat what's on the registered menu for captive anomalies or D-class. Now, if you want to super chat, then I always give people food on that end, but that's how that goes. Now, meanwhile, to write yourself in the Foundation database is a tricky subject because of the quality standards of the wiki and the process that most people do not pay enough attention to go through. You need to sign up for the wiki. You need to go through the greenlight process. You have to write your story. It has to be good enough to survive the vote. That's a lot of hurdles. And most people don't go through that enough. But check out my video on the channel, SCP Writing Tips for SCP Writers. It's a compilation of several tips, so that should help. and you need to read the resources and guides on the SCP Wiki. And every time I say this, people say, oh man, but those are so long. You're trying to sign up and participate in a writing community and you don't want to read? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. You gotta, if you want to write on the SCP, you gotta read SCPs. You gotta live SCPs. You can't be afraid of a little reading. I'm actually really sad. I feel like mine sucked. I'm so disappointed. Was it okay to make art of 5 different SCPs? I don't remember getting an email of 5 different SCPs in the art email. Are you sure you sent your stuff to the right email? Because I don't remember getting an art like that. Celine, Nonafa, and Paul, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Scarlet Fox, thank you. I did miss your dono there. Thank you for giving me a heads up. Thank you for donating as well. Make sure to grab yourself... Is this your first dono of the day? Yeah, grab yourself a smoothie on your way past the commissary. Wait, Doc, you got a milkshake? Does it bring the boys to the yard? Also, can I have a milkshake? Paid for by MTF Alpha 10.com. Yes, you can have a milkshake instead of a smoothie if that's what you want. Cool Man Fight, thank you for donating again. Or donating for the first time? Donating for the first time. Grab yourself some chicken tendies on your way past the commissary. What's your favorite Fallout New Vegas DLC? My favorite Fallout New Vegas DLC is Honest Hearts. Oh man, when it comes to the New Vegas DLCs, and I'm making sure I don't mix it up with any other DLCs from any other Fallout games. Dead money. Dead money. I'm going in that casino, baby. I'm coming out with the gold. Screw the moral of the story that you can't take it with you. I can take it with you. They just weren't good enough. Obviously, I can pull it off and nothing bad will happen to me. But I do like the spooky ghosts and all that. I enjoy that. How should I send art on mobile? It doesn't let me send you photos via my Photos app. Anomalous TV guy, you got to send it to the site42artwalk@gmail.com. It's in the pinned chat. You got to send it to that email, and you can send it to that email from your... You can send that using your phone. It is possible. Dr. Sherman, what musical do you recommend? The hottest musical of the moment, K-pop Demon Hunters. Watch it. It's so good. I'm obsessed right now. I forgot, where do you put in your preferred name and pronouns when you send in art? Just put it in the subject of the email. Just put it, you email it into the email, you put your name and pronouns in the subject, and you attach the art. What about Hamilton? Scarlet Fox, I do enjoy Hamilton as well, and I know they're doing like a 10th anniversary something or other. I just heard about this. I haven't looked into it yet. No, it's a great musical. It's extremely well written. It's just, first thing that I'm obsessed with right now is the K-pop one. I used to work for an anime convention. I used to be a part of a K-pop dance cover troupe. So it's kind of in my wheelhouse to be interested in that. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. Art will be sent soon. Also looking nice today, by the way. Well, thank you. I haven't pulled this shirt out in a while. I got new pants, and the new pants match the shirt, so I can wear them together. So I'm having a good outfit day, All right, guys, it is time for me to lock down the stream and make my way to work for the day. So, as always at the end of stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. Now, these aren't the SCPs that I wrote, that would be cheating. But if you want to read the SCPs I specifically wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub, and there you'll see all the SCPs I wrote. You will see a couple of SCPs I contributed voice lines or audio effects to. You'll also see some links. Some certain links that people have been asking about might be around there somewhere. On top of that, you can do our support links. You can become a patron or a YouTube channel member to donate to Site42 monthly. You can do a Ko-Fi donation or a YouTube super chat to donate once at a time. And you know what? While we appreciate direct donations so much for the help, even if you can't because you're part of the broke gang, trust me, we're all artists, we've all been there. If you are able to just be in the stream, like, share, subscribe, comment, chat, all that YouTube business, then you are an honored member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename the Signal Boosters. And you are helping us to game the YouTube algorithm to bring us to more people, to bring more people into the SCP fandom, which is how we support the SCP Wiki and its artists, writers, game devs, filmmakers, and other project types. The more people we get involved with this, the higher we can do this. So, we appreciate your efforts, Sci-42. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again during the outro. And a very nice corgi. Much obliged. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that one, it's kind of a rough read. Speed round, 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 8980. Content warning on the last one. Now, with that, Site42 staff, I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. Baby, set me free from this misery. I can't take it no more. Since you ran away, nothing's been the same. Don't know what I'm living for. Here I am, so alone. And there's nothing in this world I can do until you're back here, baby. Miss you, want you, need you so until you're back here, baby, yeah. There's a feeling inside I want you to know. You are the one and I can't let you go. The credit song is Back Here by BB Mac. Have a great rest of your day, Site42 staff.